something here, and we're gonna go down in Chinatown, see if we can go ahead and make it. It really doesn't look too, it looked a bit too wide in my person. So we're pretty much just gonna go ahead and see what goes down. Yo Alfie, what's happening? Started bungalows, Elm Tree Close, and it's gonna just be a little like area of all the houses where the bungalows. I've built the first one here, and I'm now working on building another one. So that's pretty much what I'm doing as of at the moment. We're just gonna have to pretty much see what goes down here. I'm just like fixing a few things, getting a few things looking a bit better, because this was kind of it wasn't right, if that makes sense. It didn't work right. And it was making the roof turn out to be about as high as a 2-story house. So I just wanted to make this a little bit lower down. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now, which is pretty decent. Yeah. There we go, guys. I'll tell you one thing. Now, this probably might not. Can you give a shout out to my mate watching with me? Yeah, shout out to RT 2016. Shout out to his friend watching. Yeah, I'll tell you guys something which I find a little bit annoying, and potentially something what potentially puts me off. I'll tell you what, something that I wish you could do. Now, there could alternatively be a way to do this, and I honestly, would do it if there was a way. I don't know if any of you guys know a way, but you can upload any music to SoundCloud via a phone. Now, SoundCloud for me is one of my most favourite music sites. You can put some sick remixes on there. However, you can upload. Yeah, okay then. I've heard of that before. Bend over. Yeah, you can upload to SoundCloud on a phone, which is a little, in my opinion, I find it a little annoying that you can't upload to SoundCloud via a phone. Now, personally, I like using SoundCloud, and I'd love to use it for MC Noble. I'd love to start putting some MC like mix sessions on there and stuff like that. However, alternatively, I can't do that because, well, I could, but I have to go onto my laptop. Now, my laptop, if you guys do not know, isn't exactly what you call the quickest thing on earth. It's actually, as a matter of fact, it's actually pretty slow. To be honest with you, I tend not to use it because it's quicker to just unlock my iPad screen than wait for my laptop to load up sometimes. And you get all these stupid ads popping up about different things, and it kind of does my head in a bit. But I would alternatively like to go ahead and start uploading to SoundCloud, because in my opinion, SoundCloud would be a really cool like thing to start uploading to, to put some like, because there's a lot of people what do upload like MC mix sessions and stuff like that to SoundCloud, but I just personally have never been able to do it, and it kind of annoys me. I have uploaded to SoundCloud before, obviously using a laptop and all, but in my personal opinion, I would much rather do it via a phone, a lot more quicker, but you can't for some reason. It's annoying. You can upload. Yeah, you can with an Android phone. I don't have an Android phone, you see. I've like completely switched to Apple. Now, to be honest with you, I like Apple and I like Android. I perhaps possibly maybe like Android a little more, but the reason why I switched back to Apple was because I used to have an iPod rather, quite a lot of years ago, and technically the reason why I got an iPhone was just basically so I could listen to them songs again, pretty much. I felt like listening to them songs again would be the best, you know. Like I felt like I wasted my money like when I didn't have an iPhone to listen to them. So I purchased myself into an iPhone specifically so I could go ahead and listen to them again. But I like both phones, both phones. To be honest with you, do me. Yeah, I like both phones. I honestly do like both phones. Yeah, I'd like to upload to SoundCloud, you know. Um, so yeah, I'm really honestly like I probably said this before, but I really want to start making I want to start doing more with my MCing. Um, like I'm really trying to like promote stuff and push it out. Like I'm putting more work into like artwork. I'm doing like CD giveaway. I'm trying to do more into my music because my music is my passion, and quite honestly, I see myself working. I see myself working with music one day, if that makes sense. Like I literally I want to see myself doing something potentially with music, someday in the future. And I want to try and push it now. It's my dream and my passion more than anything to do something with it and try and take it a little bit further. It's what I want to do more than anything else. I want to turn it into a job. I want to become a musician and give music to people, and show them what I can do. I want to rock clubs and festivals. It may sound a crazy idea, rather than just wanting to be a builder or a joiner, but I'm one of these. It's just my passion. There is people out there what do it by being MCs. What I'm saying is it's not impossible. It's not an impossible. It's not an impossible thing to do. It can be done. There's nothing here what says. There's nothing here that says you can't do it. You know what I mean? There's nothing that says you're not allowed to become a musician. It's what I want to do. So I'm trying to put more focus. I want to make some better quality tracks. I want to start purchasing into studio equipment. I really want to push to get the shed done soon as well. I want to start working on that again because it's gonna help me. It's gonna help me so much achieve what I want to achieve, and people have just got to see that it's what I want to do, that's who I want to be. And, if I spend 5, 6, 7, 800 quid on music equipment, that's because it's my passion, I would rather spend that on doing that than spend it on something different, you know what I mean? I want to be able to go into a studio, I want to be able to MC down studio microphones and karaoke stuff and do proper do like proper studio stuff in there, get other musicians down and work with them. I really want to go ahead and start doing some like proper, like good stuff in there. I want to do some like really like professional stuff. I want to start making some proper professional like studio tracks, and I really want to get there and start doing more. And on about MC Noble so much, trying to get more people to go ahead and like, because then they can realise how serious I am, that this is not just that this is not just a bit of fun or something I'm gonna do for a couple of years and then get a bit bored of it and give up. This is, this is something completely different. It's nothing like what you guys think. It's nothing like starting up a Minecraft world and then getting bored of it after a couple of months and not building on it anymore. It's a lot more different than that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do at the moment. So I've been making posters all day, guys. Like, well, not all day, but pretty much when I've had spare time, I've been making posters. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I made a video on this channel about a week ago. Not a week ago, I'd say about 2 weeks ago nearly now. And I basically showed you guys an app which was called... it was pretty much called Post My Wall. Well, it's actually a website. And basically what it does is basically you make a poster. You get like poster templates. So say like a pub or like a club is advertising, say like an event what they're having. Maybe they're getting like a singer into the pub, or like a singer into the club, or maybe a club's hosting a special, like house music event night. Basically, they have like a ton of like templates for the events, like if you were to make an event. And you can edit the template and you can basically get it to say what you want it to say. So you can like change what they have wrote to the name of your club, and then you can write like, like you can write the DJ's names and stuff like that, on who you're getting for the lineup. But not only do you get like music posters, but you can get like posters, say if you're like selling a car and you want to like advertise a car for sale, you can get ones to print off what you put in your car window. You can go ahead and do album covers. So if you like, when you have a song on iTunes, and it'll show the album cover and it'll say download on iTunes. You can make them, and you can make your own little album covers. You can do loads of great stuff with them. By the way, you can do a ton of amazing stuff with this like website. And you're meant to like buy the posters, but with iPads you can take a screenshot of whatever you're doing. So what I tend to do is take a picture of the web page, and then I trim the web page down by editing the photo, and then I trim it down just so you see the poster, and then you basically like get the poster to like post about. And you can literally put whatever you want on the poster. You can import images. You can get pictures from clip art. You can do anything really. You can make some really, really good professional pictures and posters to like advertise things what you're doing. You can even do like birthday party invitations, Halloween party invitations, and you can make some really cool spooky posters for like Halloween parties. You can do Christmas parties. You can do like New Year's Eve countdown posters. Pretty much like anything you can think of in terms of like views and sort of like do's and venues, pretty much. and it works really, really well. I really like the website. It's one of my most favourite websites to use. I'll just go through some examples for you now. So I done a couple of posters today. I done an Irish Whistle hit single. You know, because I'm thinking about making a studio version of that, by the way. I did a one bed flat one. The hit single as well, MC Noble Presents. Then I also did one for for the CD giveaway I'm doing, and then my latest one, which I've done today, is my M62 song, which was a song which I did quite a while ago. Some of you guys won't remember it. It was when I wasn't as good at MCing, but it was a decent song. The first bit was more to do with M62, and then the second bit pretty much got changed to just me rambling on like I usually do in an MC. But the first bit had a little bit of a meaning, and I would definitely like to go ahead and I would definitely like to go ahead and remake a better version of that song. So I made an album cover for it, to make a studio version of it, and it's actually really, really sick. And also, guys, I could be close to getting my music onto Spotify, iTunes, and such as Deezer. Now, I basically signed up to a website, and pretty much what happens is you pay. You pay so much whenever you want to submit a song. So you pay and you submit a song, basically. Well, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Let me tune. Something like TuneCore, wasn't it? Yeah, here we are. TuneCore. Let me load it. It might not find exactly what I want to find. Like, this is the same website, but it's not. Yeah, I found the thing, but I actually like saw a sponsored video what came up like down my news feed, but they don't have it on here. Here we are. Who is TuneCore?
It allows you to control your own destiny and really puts the power in your hands. You know, for me, TuneCore gave me a shot to get my music out to the world. We didn't know what we were doing at all, and we just asked a few friends, like, how do we release music again? And everybody pointed straight to TuneCore.
Yeah. I mean, it's just great that, like, any band can get their music up where everybody's looking for music.
And now, you know, we don't have to go through labels or big, you know, distribution deals to get on Tidal and Apple and, you know, all these things. And we can just sell our music and we can do it the way that we want to do it.
Bring the marketplace to you. Bring the marketplace to the artist.
You know, they're trying to help people, you know, exist in a more democratic music industry.
So yeah, you can pretty much see there.
People can take their music and they can put it out, and it's democratized the distribution process. If you have a couple of bucks to put out your record, you want to get it out there into the world, you can do it.
You know, it helped me get all my music out to the right platforms and the right people so they can hear it and enjoy the music. So
we can actually do this ourselves, and working with TuneCore, it's easy to put it out and not have to work through a label.
I've dealt with record labels, and I like the TuneCore route because you get to do it more independently. You have more control.
We can control how we sound, and we can control like where the music goes and who can access it.
We think you work very hard, and we think you deserve all the money that you've earned.
For independent artists, you know.
So yeah, so pretty much what happens is basically you sign up to TuneCore, and which I've already signed up to, and basically you can pay to submit a song to them onto their website, and basically what they do is they basically do all your promotion from there. So say if I was to upload Irish Whistle to them, I could pay something like £7.50 for Irish Whistle to go onto there, and then they basically stretch it across so it can go onto other so you can like listen to it through Spotify, you can listen to it through iTunes, stuff like that. So basically what you can do is you can actually sell your music on like places such as iTunes. So like when a new album comes out and you can go onto like your iPad and buy it. Basically, people could do that with my song, and basically all I've got to do is pay a little bit, like £7.50 to TuneCore, and they basically promote all of my videos. Pretty much, they'll go ahead and they'll like get it out there onto like radio stations. They'll get it out there onto places such as like Spotify and Deezer and all the sort of places where you would go to listen to music. If you were to listen to a big musician.
Man who wanna support themselves.
TuneCore don't take no percentage. They just help you. It's like, why wouldn't you want to go to TuneCore?
that's the only reason I'm standing here right now is,
So they basically help artists get improved. Hi, welcome. Hi, welcome, Trevor. So basically that's what TuneCore does. So if you are in the music industry and you're looking to get out there a bit more, because don't get me wrong, like, getting a few likes on Facebook for some of your songs, what you make, some of your MCs, nothing wrong with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's completely sick, doing that. Doing that is completely cool, but if you really want to get a little bit further, I think that website is worth paying something like £7.50. Now, bearing in mind I've not done any of that yet. I've just literally simply made an account to the website because that type of thing. I want to kind of find out a bit more about it first, but it sounds pretty legit. Like, I don't know, if you were to submit a song to them, say if you were to, submit a song to them. Now, if you so say for example, if you, because how I MC, so I'm like constantly taking like songs from other artists and then like rapping over the top of them. Well, basically, if you use a song what someone else has made, basically you and that real life artist will split the profit. So he will get so much for being the owner of the original song, but then you will also get so much for the version of the song what you made, if that makes sense. So say if I was to upload Irish Whistle, someone already did make Irish Whistle, which I believe it's called The Riddle, and I believe the version I use is by Wigan Pier. So Wigan Pier would probably get a small percentage of that song, but then at the same time I would still get a bit for being part of the song as well, if that makes sense. If you get what I mean. So, in my personal opinion, I think it works out pretty well, in my opinion, and I definitely want to give it a try in the future. I'm just not completely sure. I just want to do a little bit more looking into it, but I alternatively do think that it could personally work out pretty well. Have I done something wrong here? Yeah, I've done the door too. The door's not in the right place, is it? So yeah, I'm like, I want to give it a try in the future. There is like other sites what do like a similar thing, but TuneCore to me seems like the most legit thing. Now, I think when I got that email, when I got that email last week, I think that email might not have actually been a scam. I think that email could well have possibly been true. Like, I think that pretty much works in the same way. I think you pay a small fee to submit your song to them, and then they would enter it into the award, basically. So I technically think that would have been better. Not better, but I technically think that would have been a legit thing. But I think TuneCore to me sounds better because, like, you're gonna hear it more likely over here rather than the music going off to like radio stations over in Miami, if that makes sense. So I personally think it's a pretty cool idea. I think it works well. I honestly think it works well. It seems to. Seems to work well. They seem to about. So distribute your music globally. 150 plus popular digital stores. Keep 100% of your rights and sales. We'll see. We'll click the see more. Are you getting all of your money? TuneCore Music Publishing Administration register license and pictures your songs worldwide and helps collect those hard to get songwriter. So for you. We help artists sell their music online, keep 100% of their rights and sales revenue, and collect worldwide songwriter. Yeah, so pretty much they just help you get bigger with your music. They help you get your songs out there. Maybe there's a song out there what someone's made what's good, and maybe they haven't had a lot of people noticing it, so maybe they like bang it out, advertise it a bit for you, let people be able to listen to the song on Spotify, let people get it on Apple, and then there you go, you're making wonga for your song, and you're becoming a bit more well known, which is then obviously going to make people think, I gotta hit that guy up. And I've got to get him to do a live performance. He's so good. And then before you know it, bang, I'm there, I'm pretty much there making it, aren't I? Like, I'm getting tunes out there, which, I personally think it works pretty well. I don't see, I don't see what's bad about it. As a matter of fact, I see the goodness in it. So I will possibly try it sometime. After 10 years in the business, Tune caught. So yeah, jam out this weekend to some new tunes on our new Music Friday playlist. So yeah, there's loads of like young artists on here.
Music my whole life. Started in the studio as an intern and learning and setting up a bunch of instruments and sessions for other artists and seeing how they worked, and then I just learned from everybody around me. I started off here, I had no clue how to record, and there's a lot of pressure when you're paying a lot of money for studio time and you don't know what you're doing. Being at the studio day after day, setting up and breaking down for people really just taught me like all of the options that you have in a record. I like to put
It's really no secret with my career. I literally just got really lucky, uploaded a video, and the world took it by storm. Just knowing what it feels like to have absolutely nothing, and then to one day just amass something so great. And now, at this point in your career, you're just trying to keep it, and I just want to go to the next level. It's very important to be very transparent with my audience, and with that, I have a brand of my own that's called the Weirdo brand. My fans call me the Living Weirdo. My fans call themselves weirdos. I'm literally just being myself. I'm being dorky. I'm being funny. I'm being genuine. And it's just so much fun to see how many people buy these t-shirts and these sweaters that I've created. It's really a surreal thing. Even to see my mom like asking for her friends at work to get shirts is just hilarious. Don't stick to your environment. You know, as an artist, you have to get inspired from other things. You need inspiration constantly. Always be very open and susceptible to all types of different things and people when you travel. It's really amazing to be a part of the $1 billion payout that TuneCore gave to their artists this year. The independent scene is booming, it's lucrative, it's here, and it's not going anywhere. I make a living making music, and it's the greatest thing in the world. My name is Devon Terrell, I'm the Living Weirdo, and I've been a TuneCore artist since 2014.
So yeah, I think it works pretty well. It looks, it seems like a pretty decent thing. I don't see why not. I don't see where it can be a bad thing. Anyway, I'm going to leave the stream here, guys. So like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys next time.